Shadows! Look at the shadows, look. Little Monty's ears in the shadow. Hello! Hello, this is Sophie Lawson from sophielawson.com, and this is another Click Look video where we click look at various art books and magazines. And today it is the 30th of December, so nearly into 2022, and today we're looking at the next issue of the ImagineFX magazines, which should be issue 209. So we looked at this one last month, which was the 208, issue 208. I think this is for the January 2022, and it was a Final Fantasy special. It was cool. I'll put a link in the description for that one. But this one here, it just popped in my letterbox about 5 minutes ago, and I want to do a video straight away because it's raining outside. And one of the things I've said about is ImagineFX, when they send out their magazines, I believe it's future publishing, but what they do is they put the magazines in just a paper envelope. There's no protection inside. They don't even wrap the magazine in plastic or anything. And when this came through my letterbox, it was soaking wet. So I don't know if you can see on the corner there, it's all like gone wet and stuff. I'm just hoping that hasn't gone inside to the actual magazine. But I think I'm going to complain. I'm going to complain to ImagineFX, I think, because they need to do. I think they need to start protecting their magazines a bit more. Oh, I like the look of this cover. Look at that look. Fortunately, I think it's alright. Yeah, you can see it's got a bit sort of like warped, see? It's very, I think it's silly. I think it's very silly putting in just a paper envelope. Oh, this is cool though. Well, so far, out of those two, these are the 2022 ones. Which one's my favourite? I think it might be, I'm not sure. I like the simpleness of this one. It reminds me actually of last month, me and my mum went to the museum and we watched this thing called The Seven Sisters. It was like a, well, it was in the museum, it was Aborigines from Australia. And it reminds me of that. Very cool it was. I'm not sure what my favourite cover is though. But I do like the look of this one. So look, this one's going to be all about animation. And the cover is by the artist Fernando, Peque. Issue 209. Proco's still on the backlet. That's a bit weird, isn't it? Look, it's got no head. Wonder why they've done that for. Boing! Let's get into this one then. Little Monty's with us. Because I thought Monty ain't been on here for ages. Boing! I like his ears. He's got cool ears. There's our little friend, look. Oh look, this one has got ruined. Can you see it? Like there's lots of imperfections in this issue now. I'm gonna write a letter. I'm gonna write a letter and complain. Like Victor Meldrew. Do you remember him? What did he used to say? I don't believe it! Something like that. Hey! Oh, this is cool. There's an anime on Netflix called Arcane. I'm on episode 4. This is one of the lead characters. One of the lead characters from that. Oh, cool. So they've actually got artwork from. I definitely recommend that. It's an anime based on the video game League of Legends. I've never played League of Legends, but that anime is brilliant. It's not an anime really, it's more like a computer generated animation thing. Get a free bag now if you subscribe. This is the FX Pose 8-bit. I like these. I like the diversiveness. Look, dragons. These are a bit weird. These are a little bit sort of creepy, I think. Oh, cool, look at these. I like these. Look, ain't got a mouth. Oh, I watched Matrix last week. It was brilliant. Well, was it brilliant? It was brilliant, but if I had to rate my Matrix films, because Matrix is one of my all-time favourite films, I would say it's probably my third favourite. I would say the first one was the best one, the second one was my second best one. I would say this new one was my third best, and the third one was my fourth best. It's really cool. I won't put any spoilers because I think you got to watch it, but it's definitely cool. I like these little creatures. Look at him, look. They're like a little bunch of naughty friends. That's what I think. Yay! Sexy. Laura H. Rubin. This is her. What a very peaceful environment that is. Did you hear that bat up? That was my mum. We heard that. Hee. Look at that. Cool. Hello. Hee. Flowers. Plants. Very sweet. Oh yeah, look. What a very relaxing art studio. The only thing with that is I'd feel like I'd be a bit afraid to get my paints out, because you think you're going to ruin something. I wonder if she does work traditionally. I imagine she puts a sheet on the floor or something. An animated short. Hey, we watched that as well. Robin. That was on Netflix as well. I liked that. There's a little animation for Christmas. Yeah, it's good. It had the Angelina Jolie did one of the voices on that. Letters. I'll be in here soon saying, sort your packaging out. The Art of Mayor and the Tree. Wonder who these are. These look a bit trippy. Sort of like psychedelic-y. Oh, cool character. Reminds me a little bit of Psychonauts. What a cool character that. I like that one. I like the world as well. Looks like a fun place to explore. Yay! My favourite, Pancho Vásquez sketches. This is one of those where you can sort of spend hours looking at it and still finding new things. Look at the perspective. That's skills, isn't it? See, for me, I'm not sure if these are sketches really. For me, these are too sort of good for sketches. Look, I love that. Big, massive lady. Look at a dragon, look. Oh, I like this. Playing with sort of, messing with your head sort of thing. There she is. This is cool. In a league of its own. The leading creatives behind the smash hit series Arcane reveal how they scored big in bringing League of Legends to Netflix. I started watching this because my cousin, he said, he recommended I watched it. Told me mum about it. So, and the thing is, I thought to myself, imagine if they created a video game spin-off of this. So you'd have, they could do that, I reckon. You could have an animation which is a spin-off from a video game, which creates a new video game. So that'd be, how mad would that be? What I like about this though is the characters. Yeah, very interesting characters and a really cool world. It also, as I was watching it, it was reminding me of sort of, there was a video game called Fear Effect on the PS1. It had that sort of vibe about it, like the world. Making the Mitchells versus the machines. Oh, I like this. This is a really fun issue, this one. Very colourful. Look, toast. Little characters. Toast characters. Yeah, see, this to me is sketches. That's fun. Just capturing like motions and stuff. Going into the workshops now. I got a feeling that's sort of like a bit like Persona, how the characters in the video game Persona have these sort of alter egos, I suppose. I got a feeling that sort of thing going on. Look at that, look. Cool. Look, all the different colours. See, which one would you have gone with out of those? I think I would have gone with that one. I always find it interesting why they chose certain things. Oh, I like this, look. Simplified figures for animation. Yeah, look, much more sort of sexy going on. Oh, look at that, a straight line as well. Yeah, cool. Yeah, look, mixing curves and straights. I always notice that. I like that. This would be a good one for a podcast, I think. Hey, hey, look at that, look. She's used a little cat for reference. I love that. Have reference images ready, but also be ready for random things of inspiration. Cool. I like this when they do little bite-sized things. 10 tips to get started in quill. Never heard of that before. Wonder what quill is. Interesting. Some sort of looks like some sort of 3D. Looks like some sort of 3D thing that's actually 2D. How weird's that? It looks like a sculpting thing that's creating 2D images. Reviews, what have we got here? Photoshop 2022. I stopped using Photoshop middle of last year. I've been using, what's it called? Affinity Photo. I love it. I've got no regrets at all about switching, and I saved loads of money, which is cool. Sketching from the imagination, storytelling. I got that one. I did a quick look at that. They give it 4 out of 5. I'd give it 5 out of 5. I'll put a link in the thingy for that. Description. In traditional art. Fantasy females. I like these. Look, I like how you get light, dark. To me it's almost like evil, good. I get the impression she could go either way, that one. Oh, look at that. Skeletons. Isn't it weird to think that's what we actually look like? Underneath our skin we look like that. So strange. Imagine if we all started walking around without skin. It'd be quite weird. I reckon at first you'd be really scared, but give it a couple months, you'd probably end up getting to a point where you'd be scared of people who had skin. It's the sort of thing that happens, I think. God, it's good, isn't it? Builds up, look. And that's it. First impressions with Adria Alvarero. I like that one. nice, isn't it? What a nice way to end it. And that's it. Well, that was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Definitely my favourite issue so far. I feel like I had more fun with this one than this one. But I'm still undecided on the covers. I hope you enjoyed that though. That was issue 209 of the ImagineFX magazine, which I believe is for the month of February 2022. And I hope you have a nice new year and stuff. And I'll see you later for another one.